Hey guys, Skip the Tech Barker here. Today I want to talk about password aging in Linux. Now, this is a pretty simple process. It's a one command that has a few switches that will allow you to set the password expiration and the various rules that go along with that. So, to start off, the first thing you'll obviously want to be able to do is actually look at what the password expiration policy is for a user. So to do that, we're going to use sudo chage dash lowercase l and the user we're looking at. As always, we're working with the user Tech Barker. This is the defaults for CentOS and RHEL. Password never expires. Password never goes inactive. Account never expires. Password can be changed at any time. And there's a warning of 7 days before the password does in fact expire. Most companies are going to ask you to set a 90-day expiration policy for a user. To do that, we're going to use chage dash capital M, that's for maximum number of days, and we're going to set that to 90 for Tech Barker. Now you'll see the password will now expire on January 31st, 2021, and the maximum number of days between password change is now 90. The next thing you may want to be set is the minimum number of days after a password has changed before it can be changed again. The default is 0, so it can be changed at any point, but you may want to set that to 1 day to prevent a user from just constantly changing a password over and over again. To do that, we're going to use chage, lowercase m for minimum. I want to say 1, and Tech Barker. Now you'll notice the minimum number of days after a password change before it can be changed again is 1 day. This is a good practice. If for no other reason, it can really help cut down on help desk calls. Next, we want to look at the number of days after a password expires before it goes inactive. Okay, so by default it doesn't, but let's say like at my company we want to go 30 days before or after the expiration of the password before the account actually goes inactive. So we're going to say chage dash capital I for inactive 30, and we'll say this is for Tech Barker. Now you'll notice that the password will expire on January 31st and the password will go into an inactive status on March 2nd, 30 days after. Another thing you may run into is setting an actual account expiration. Let's say you have a contractor working and they have a set day that they're done and should no longer have access to the system. If you don't set this, it may be something that gets forgotten and the account stays out there. It happens. You set an expiration though, the account will expire on the specified date. So to do that, we're going to say Tech Barker is expiring at the end of the year. You need to specify the date in year dash month dash day. Now you'll notice Tech Barker's account expires December 31st, 2020. Just like we said it. One last thing we want to change is, or learn about, is the number of days of warning before a password expires. The default is 7, but let's say in some instances you may need more than 7. So we're going to set this to 10. I'm going to use CHH dash capital W for warning. I'm going to give 10 days and set this for tech barker. Now you'll notice the number of days of warning before a password expires is set to 10. And that should do it for today. Be sure to leave comments below, anything you'd like to see or any questions you might have. And be sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.